I messed up, so you don't have to. What are you talking about, Abu? Man, don't let credit get you guys into debt. I'm gonna go over why you guys should not let credit get into debt, and I'm actually gonna share some personal experiences of how I actually got into debt myself. And so that's why I'm trying to relay this message to teach you guys that credit is always gonna be meant for assets, never for liabilities. Let's get after it right now. All right, so I know a bunch of gurus are telling you guys, oh, go ahead and get credit, go ahead and get 100,000, 300,000, whatever it may be, and then you'll be able to run a business and all that. But a big important step that they forgot was, if you don't necessarily know how to be able to run a business, how to be able to scale a business, or even what investment opportunity to go ahead and actually maximize, then you're gonna actually be left off in a worse situation than you were originally without any type of credit. Now, what do you mean, Abu? Well, I'm gonna share this personal experience, right? So when I was younger, I actually was able to get around $200,000 of available credit. I like nice things, and basically I was buying a lot of liabilities, and it wasn't getting me any type of return on investment. So a lot of times when you guys get a $10,000, $20,000 credit card, I'll tell you guys, don't go to Neiman's, don't go to Saks. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because I was that, you know what I'm saying, person that actually went to Neiman's. I was going to Saks, I was doing all that. And I did have the clothing business where I would resell certain clothes, but at the same time, that wasn't an excuse, right? And at the time, I didn't know any better, and basically I was just thinking that, oh, I'll be able to actually pay it off from all of the investments that I'm actually gonna be making, right? And although I went ahead and bought a semi-truck with credit, right, I was able to actually start a trucking company and all that with credit. Things kind of went south, right? You kind of have to be able to prepare for that, and also you have to really realize that a lot of times, just because it's available credit doesn't mean it's income, right? So I'm gonna say that again, just because it's available credit does not mean it's income. If you guys know anything about business, you guys know that at any point in time in a business life, things can go south, and you need to be able to have that extra cushion just in case things end up not going as planned, right? That's exactly why credit is actually good, right? Because of the fact it allows you guys to have that extra cushion to be able to, say, for example, pay off your payroll, be able to make your monthly payments, or even simply just be able to keep track with certain softwares that you guys are using, just in case you guys aren't making as much income. But this is exactly where I want to go into this video. So by the end of this video, you guys are gonna know better for sure. So I'll walk you guys through 3 tips that I actually recommend to not let credit get you guys into debt. Let's go ahead and get after it. So step number 1 is to never listen to gurus that don't practice what they preach, right? I know a lot of people that are self-proclaimed gurus out there that telling you guys that, oh, they're making so much money on Airbnb, they're making a lot of money on Turo, they're making a lot of money on whatever platform, whatever type of business that they're making. But you guys have to look at it further, because a lot of times these gurus, right, they're actually making more money on coaching you guys on how to actually do this than they are actually making in their real businesses. Whenever you guys go ahead and want to listen to a guru, right, go ahead and actually make sure you guys check out their stats, do your homework, know exactly where they're coming from, what have they actually done, and also to know exactly what the market is saying about them, right? I don't proclaim myself as a guru. I'm just a young kid that happens to be really inspired by credit and understand how much of an equalizing factor it is to be able to get to your goals, and also be able to have that extra leg room to be able to invest into opportunities. That's exactly why I never want to be called a guru or whatever that may be. Credit has gotten more people into debt than it's ever gotten anybody rich. And I'm gonna say that again. Credit has literally gotten more people into debt than it's ever got anybody rich. Now, I say this because credit card companies wouldn't exist if more people were getting rich off of credit than they were getting into debt. That's exactly how credit card companies work, right? They want you to kind of not pay your balance in full every month, so they can go ahead and actually get some money off of interest, and also charging you late fees and all that, right? It's the same reason why a lot of credit reporting agencies, or the credit bureaus as people call them, the credit bureaus actually are more incentivized to leave your bad credit, because a lot of times what happens is the credit bureaus often sell off your credit reports to these lenders. So bad credit reports are actually sold for a higher price than good credit reports. So if you guys think about it, the credit bureaus, we're not their customers. Their customers are Chase, their customers are Bank of America, their customers are PNC, all of these lenders that actually go ahead and pull out your credit report. And so if you guys have bad credit, a lot of times these credit bureaus will often sell over your credit report to these agencies for a higher price, so they can be able to charge you guys higher interest rates and give you guys subprime lending. Now, that's the first step. Don't ever listen to gurus, and make sure if you guys are going to listen to anybody on the internet, and check their stats and check their record. There's so many people you guys can learn from, so I don't want you guys to fall into somebody who doesn't really practice what they preach. Now, step number 2 is that making money will always be better than having credit, right? So being able to actually make income, being able to have high income skills such as sales, such as marketing, such as any type of product or any type of actual business, right, is always going to be better than simply just living off of credit or just having available credit. Like I mentioned, credit is not income, right? So you guys have to be able to actually use that credit for investment purposes in order to be able to actually get you guys a return on investment. So being able to actually make money is the real way you guys are able to sustain that over a long period of time, right? Heck, you can go right now and get $20,000, $50,000 credit card with 0% APR for 18 months, right? Now you have basically $20,000 to $50,000 to play with in 18 months. Now, if you don't know what to do with that money, then you're most likely not going to be able to actually capitalize off of it. And if you use it for the wrong purposes, you still have to pay that money back. So just be mindful on how you guys are investing and also using your credit card, because of the fact, if you guys are going to use that $20,000 to $50,000, use it for something that's actually going to get you a return on investment. You guys can be able to make some profit and also pay off the credit card in time. So I highly recommend that you guys focus on gaining high income skills rather than just getting credit, right? Credit is all cool, but you guys have to also be able to be business savvy. You guys have to have mentors. You guys have to really understand what you guys are doing. And now I'm going to share with you guys step number 3, which is to learn the necessary skills that you guys need in order to be able to run that business that you guys are planning to start, or even be able to capitalize on that investment that you guys are looking to make, right? So I'm saying this off of personal experience, because when I was 21 years old, I had about $250,000 of available credit. And a lot of times when I did invest that money, it was for businesses. What I wish I knew then, and I hope that you guys know now, is to go out and actually spend that money on mentorship, spend that money on high income skills that can be able to actually help you guys run that business and cut down on some of the mistakes that you guys will make. Because at the end of the day in life, you can either pay with time or you can pay with money, right? I'd rather pay with money, because paying a mentor that has the results that I'm already looking for will be able to cut my learning curve nearly in half, because of the fact they've already went through this. They've already messed up. They already have the experience of knowing what does work and what does not work, right? So being able to have that foresight and that insight really will help you guys grow tremendously, especially if you guys are able to get funded and are able to get approved for certain limits. Then being able to actually know when you guys make that investment, you guys can be able to capitalize and get that return on investment real quick. A lot of people will tell you, oh, go start Airbnb, like go ahead and start Turo, go ahead and start this. But most people don't tell you is that if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get finessed. You're gonna literally end up in debt, and you're not gonna have those same results that you guys are hearing all these self-proclaimed gurus are making, about $5,000 to $10,000 a month. They make it sound easy, right? But at the same time, they leave a lot of big important steps. And that's exactly why I started this channel, to be able to cut down on all that, because of the fact that if you guys don't have the skills to run that business, don't go ahead and just jump off the porch and try to just figure it out on your own. I mean, other people have literally already done this before, so you guys don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you guys want to be able to start making money quickly, then hiring a mentor and being able to actually figure out what they've done is going to be the fastest and easiest way that you guys can do so. So that's all my tips that I have today, and I just want to say that, hey, I'm not perfect. I know nobody's really perfect, right? We're all trying to get this together, and that's exactly why I want to be able to have this open communication for this channel, so we can all grow together and build financial freedom for our families, right? So that's what it's all about. And if we don't have the necessary skills, if we don't have the right information, then we're never going to be able to do that. I'm actually just a kid that loves credit, and I thought it was a really great equalizer to actually be able to have the capital to invest. But having the capital without the skills is a recipe for failure. So I hope you guys really liked this video a lot. If you did, please share this with at least 5 of your friends, and please make sure you guys subscribe and tap the bell notifications below to get updated on all the latest videos that we're dropping. It's the hardest YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys at the top, my boy.